also want to give a special shout out to Jamaican uncle. Thank you so much, Baba. If you're watching this, I don't know if you're still in the chat. I'd forgotten to mention this. Jamaican uncle actually blessed Maisha, who is my son, with a huge chunk of money to start his account. Thank you so much, Jamaican uncle. Thank you a million times. Thank you so much. I don't know if it was necessary to mention it here, but I want to say thank you so much, Jamaican uncle. Yeah, thank you so much. You guys may not believe this, but I don't know if I should mention it or not.
Exactly. What does it mean?
For me, I'm lost.
You are lost.
Exactly.
Let me tell you the fact about it. This kind of a video, it entails that the Didi uncle has surprised baby Maisha, has surprised Kenge with a chunk of money. It means that a lot of money to the account of who? To start the account of the baby Maisha.
Yeah.
Do you know that this kind of a baby, they might be sharing their own genotypic and phenotypic ratios. They're going to be sharing their own genes.
Yeah.
Whereby the Didi uncle is expecting that the baby going to be his. Kenge is expecting, not knowing is being used, not knowing that the baby might be in a condition.
Exactly.
So let's put that side of the baby. Let's talk about this. There's another one.
Yes, welcome again to Jamaica Uncle, and I'm here at the villa. Yes, I'm here at the villa. You know, the villa is my home, and I have no other home right now in Kenya beside the villa. So if you want to say you don't want to see me here or anything, I am sorry for you, because this is my home. This is the only home I know when I come to Africa. The first time, the second time, and if I have to come here the third, the fourth, fifth, this is my home in Kenya. Yeah, man. So please, I'm asking you to go.
Exactly. What does it mean? It means that the Didi uncle also has got it that way, that he knows at the villa that's the only person who is left at the villa, so as he can control everything in the villa. Right now, the Didi uncle is the one paying Anastasia. He's the one who is paying the other lady who is there. He's the one who is paying the workers who are working there, and he has took that position as his. Do you know that one?
And to be sincere, you know the behavior of the man.
And the real fact is one. It's the same point that we are coming to the conclusion that Didi uncle has much of the things to explain about. He knows everything, how it's going on. He knows how things were ongoing, because he cannot go and come back and come about I'm going to stay at the villa. Why? And talking about people don't want to see him there. We are no one is bothered with that one. Whether you stay there, you pee there, you put there, it
is his own choice.
You put your own cucumbers there, you put everything into that position. It doesn't matter. But what matters, whenever I look at the CCTV and I check you doing some stupid and innocuous substances or things that are not even going on with how we have to look at it, I'm going to express it out, because there's nothing can ever challenge me. They're just bringing much of the people to come and discover who is checking on talk about the CCTV. There's nothing you can ever hinder again to not to get, because I said about I'm working with the Scott Yard a team to make sure that everything gonna be coming out validly. So the time that he has sponsored Baby Maisha with money, a chunk of money, it means that Kenya is benefiting from it. Kenge is benefiting from this, and this is benefiting from this. As he has sent money, it doesn't matter that it's the money to suppress the baby. It's the money to make sure that he's silencing Kenge, not to chase him from here, because he has not didized, he has not exchanged oil in a way that it's now favoring him. So he has to do some of the things awkwardly. So that's why you see he's just talking about I have to make sure that this kind of the things. So who's looking at me that this is my first home. Nobody is bothered with the home, because every kind of the people stayed there. I stayed there more longer than even him. I did their work. not like coming to dice or shake some cucumbers there. So the fact to drive home is one. So whether you stay there, but whenever it will come to a conclusion, whenever I read the CCTVs and check whatever you are doing, because right now is now talking about, oh, the con mom, she's always getting down there every day. Every day, every time, every now and then. The con mom, she's going down there so as they can just chit chat and talk about, guys, we are here, we are. And there's another lady who is always she's called, I don't know, Arin what. She's coming from, she's a Korean tribe, but she was living where? Let me check, because I have already the report here, which is let me check about it. From South Africa, and right now she's living at the villa. What talk about Arena, something like Arin Boke. So she's there, and what are they doing there? What can you go to do in somebody's house with no one's acknowledgement, with no one, or the owner of that area is not available? So common sense of Brangata to be in use, because there's something that is cooking. They are going to rain. There's a rain going to rain, which is talk about the rain of feces, my friend. Or there's some of the catapult catalogs that are going to come out as a vivid response, because we are always triggering. We are going to make it happen, because whenever it comes to the reality, we shall reveal the reality. Exactly. You know it? So without hesitating much of the time, guys, and taking much of the time to this position, we're going to be talking about, thank you very much for everyone who is doing tuned and getting much of the things coming out from this kind of the channels. Thank you very much, bro, for you being hosted up to this kind of the platform, and we coming together as a team. Always the three amigos are put in one consideration. Let's go on and make it happen. Give yourself a good shout out, man.
Exactly, guys. Today is going to an end. But we are coming with the tomorrow.
Exactly.
Still things we are still investigation.
Exactly.
Investigation. Make sure that we are coming with the little points.
Exactly.
We are going to broadcast the thing that it will just being exposed outside.
Exactly.
And it must be stopped.
Exactly. One-on-one live coverage that gonna be holded onto this position. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Much of the things gonna be coming to you live, and they're gonna be there to make sure that the point is pinpointed, and what has to be revealed out gonna be coming to you live, which is no hesitation. There's no intimidation again. And I've seen the Lady J is talking about gonna be going to the police. We are just waiting for you to go there, and we are so urged about, we want now to make it happen, because we have much of the videos and whatever they're just doing to our ladies. And talking about they are going to use our ladies so they can just put their own nudic photos, and also getting them outside there in terms of it's called like a cyberbullying, in terms of putting the videos outside there, and not without their own assent or acknowledgement, you know, and selling them to the other people.
Some of the message that I'm still receiving, where it was have still receiving a lot of the message, like let me
guys, as we are just looking for the messages that are always popping out and popping in whenever we have the session, because we have integral, we can call it NBI, in the Bureau of Investigation. We have a squad of the team which is bringing much of the information to us as we are here. Even right now, we have some of the pinpointed points that are coming in right now to make sure that we are having this kind of the session discussed once and for all, because we have much of the things to reveal and to bring into this kind of a portfolio right now.
And see here,
it's called about I really miss you. I can miss you also when I see you in the woods.
Oh, wow. It's not this one.
This one?
It's not one. Let me find. It is here.
Yes, 2 hours. No, no lights. Talk about you don't vibe these days. This is Martin, eh?
Yeah.
No, you are not there. Oh. But somebody else must be around. This is Martin, eh?
Exactly.
No. This Martin talk about the other lady. No. Not even talk about this kind of the guy who is filming them, and he's talking about this guy of Martin talk about, but somebody else must be around.
Exactly.
Talk about there's somebody who is now making it not to happen, not the video to come.
Yeah.
Talk about the lady talked about no. Then talked about no, even this kind of the boy who is filming them, we shall hide the name a little bit, came back. Talk about he never. So he only came to steal video from you, then he leave. So he talk about imagine. This is the lady talk about imagine. Then the guy talked about so now he see you are shaved.
Unani.
You are shaved. Talk about a visa. The shaved visa. Did he steal many video? So it means that there are some of the leakages that are gonna be coming out. Yeah. So we have much of the things that are always to be exposed, and we're gonna be getting you very much in the next episode. Keep it tuned, because much of the things are gonna be coming to you live, and it's one-on-one from this platform. Because keep it tuned, because much of the things gonna be elaborated from my fellow boy here, and we're gonna be getting much of the vivid response, because we have much of the covers and receipts to come to you as time's gonna be coming. Next video, keep it tuned, keep it locked.
Let's go,
guys. Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are, welcome back. It's Underscore to back again to the root of today, and you are it's one-on-one live coverage that's going to be held and to this kind of the position. And you look like you are from the Mujengo. Are you from Chaco Harvesting, man?
Exactly. We are working at the charity. It's called charity.
Charity begins at home.
Exactly.
Which kind of charity, man?
Church charity.
You are watching. Here we come, guys, and it's one-on-one, and here we are again, the three amigos. Or you want to redeem the music here right now, man?
Yeah.
But due to unconditional circumstances of where we are, it's church. We don't have to get the reggae music to church.
Exactly. No more
circumphonious reasons.
All 360 challenge.
Everything gonna be very fantastic. Here we go, man, and everything gonna be very okay.
Oh, but
so I see the story that you are covering today, man. I was called very early in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was told that you have the burning issues already and the stories that gonna be coming. What
exactly? You know, much of the things we have to put to line up, and we have to expose what is the reality. And the real things is this one. No, much of the people they don't understand who is Matiko is.
Oh, people don't understand who is Matiko.
Exactly. And yesterday video, much of the people they were asking, I think Mugis, we think Matiko is related to
yeah, Chef Matiko?
Exactly.
Okay.
I said no, it cannot.
It cannot be.
Exactly.
So as you can just elaborate it, who is Matiko? And thank you. Who is Matiko to you?
Actually, to me it can be the villager.
He's
the villager.
The drunken man.
He's the villager.
A drunken master.
No, you know, due to unconditional circumstance, the guy is addicted. He's addicted to. Maybe yesterday I see on Red J video where he went to visit his home, so that they want to take him to, is it called rehab?
To rehab. Rehabilitation center.
Exactly.
For fools or for liquors?
For liquors.
Or for
liquors. You know, for me what I know, you cannot take a liquored person into the rehab. It cannot be changed.
How are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
Have you ever been?
You know, if a person has already tested, he has to test.
No, the only thing of the rehab is just to make sure that they are just gauging and the quantity and the quality of the product that they are just always using.
Yeah.
So for the rehab, I think you're gonna be given much of the things apart from the substance. Talk about the subsequent things, and we can just put it as this way: if it's tobacco, you're just going for tobacco, you are tobacco addicted. So they just use another alternative that comes like a tobacco in terms of talk about the taste, talk about other things in terms of taste, texture, whatever comes to the reality of how the tobacco looks like. So you are being given, if it's tobacco, you are being given early in the morning once, and the puffs you are going, if it was 10 puffs per day, you are now be given two, then there's a time now it will come to 1 and now 0.
Yeah.
But whenever you come back to the reality now, to the village again,
Yeah.
whenever you test it, you say that today I'm going to kill it. So you go back again to where you started it.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. So for yesterday, I saw much of the videos that were coming out. From Percy. What's wrong with Percy and what's wrong with Ceci right now? Because I've seen much of the texts coming in.
Yeah.
I've seen much of the people communicating and talk about, oh, Mr. Ceci has talked this way and this and this and this.
Yeah.
And I've seen people want to be given money. So,
yeah. Actually, it's Percy. She has already decided to withdraw such kind of the issue that is just ongoing.
Yeah.
And
how withdraw how?
She has decided herself that due to unconditional circumstance, I do respect myself.
Yeah.
And at a given moment, I have the kids that I'm just
taking to school.
Exactly. Yeah. And also still giving somewhat, is it food stuff or what?
Yeah, I can
to
understand.
the kids.
Yeah.
I have to prevent them. I have to stay.
Yeah.
So I have to move what I know. But still things is just undermining her. Yesterday we heard the DJ was just with the Matiko. I don't know what, such kind of the family, they like drama.
Yeah.
And after drama they are scammers.
Exactly. And there's that point that I told you yesterday about this kind of the people, they have started talking about when there's no content.
Yeah.
They start using such kind of a boy because of illiteracy.
Exactly.
And talk about how they are in terms of education purposes. They are just not going to school muchly.
Yeah.
So they try to use such kind of the people so as they don't know what can follow. They don't have that sense of thinking what's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Much of the times that's why we could always talk about we have to look forward keenly.
Yeah.
As this kind of the guy gonna be misusing our own efforts, like if you're gonna be coming to us and again going back to Lady J, it means that now you're gonna be sent. Go and hear what they're talking about. Go and hear what's the next step for them.
Exactly.
And whenever it comes back, yesterday I saw a video of Lady J talking about you're gonna be going to the police. So I was just talking about which kind of the police are they going to, and right now even the police station. And how did it go with the case of your sister and talk about the Kenge driver?
Actually, to that, because I was having a small talk with the family. The family just tell me that Mogesi, you have to silence yourself.
Okay.
You have to withdraw yourself from that, because at a given moment you don't have enough money to just fight on such kind of the people.
So what do you mean by enough money?
Such kind of the people, like let me call about Team King. They do take advantage that they have a lot of the money, they have a lot of the support that which they are strong in terms of currency. So when it switch to
the first question that I can just post is one.
Yeah.
So do you mean that they're having much of the money flow or the currency? They're going with the trend of the currency, or they have other businesses apart from YouTube? Because if you can just check on their YouTube channels, it doesn't matter that how they adjust and how they look like. Maybe they are in the opposite side. You think about they have money.
Yeah.
So it's only that they're thinking that okay, whenever they're just in the side of Kenge, it means that they're having money. But to the real sense, they're just depending on themselves and their pockets also. Look at whenever the Kenge driver was being arraigned in court.
Yeah.
Look at where did the money come from, so as he can just get a bond. It came from one of the subscribers who sent 75,000 Kenya shillings, and it was lost.
Yeah,
so it
exactly.
doesn't matter that maybe they have money. The only thing is that they are in an opposite reaction team, which is just now they think about they have money. Maybe they have nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me receive this one. Yes. Hello. Oh, tamatebe wako tegera fungu chansa sura. Oyande gari korano.
Actually, the real information is about this kind of the people. Not like Kenge, he do take advantage talking about I have a lot of money.
Yeah.
I can sue those kind of the people. I can do this kind of the things to them. And the real fact is Kenge, he doesn't have enough money to take all to sell somewhere. That is
in terms of Sue, what I know about the Sue, the guys, what they're just depending on, look at even right now, is just depending on people, just going to the platform and telling people that you have to do what, we have to get the donation because I want the pampers for the kid, I want this and this and this. So which is a very heterozygous, which is so pogromatic, so which is so imbrogleutic, in a way that we can just give it out as this resemblance, that what they're just thinking about is just they're just relating their own problems with other people, so as they know that their problems will be solved with other people's pockets. That's the biggest aim. And also I also talked about, and I wanted to ask this kind of the question, that do you think that whenever you are going to Kenya to get the shout out, to get water and water and water to the villa, do you think it was a genuine shout out, or it was just you were just going there for fun because you was a celebrity?
You know, at first, what I know about shout out, Kenge, most of the people who are coming from the village, when it's the time that they went there for the shout out, Kenge, he never gave them a shout out. Kenge, what he was just asking, I'm not working, I'm not giving a shout out for free. And as you count, a lot of the people, they went there with goats. People like let me talk about, even we have this boy called Chris Monico went there with the
much of sugar, talk about sugar, talk about cooking oil. Yeah, they were going there with.
If you could remember, even we have this red collar. Is it Janet Boke or which?
Yeah,
the one that his channel was just
Faith Boke. We have so many people.
It is called Faith Boke.
Faith Boke.
You know, Faith Boke was there. Let me tell you, Faith Boke was there for a shout out, and the Kenge, he could not manage to give him a shout out. What Kenge was just giving him, giving her, is to come with the, is it petrol? And the cooking oil. I don't know if you could remember that.
Yeah, I could remember. She came with it was a diesel, and also she came with the cooking oil.
Exactly. Yeah. And at long last it brought some chaotic, where Kenge see that this lady, even my sister is she's making hard. Right now she's just in front of her in terms of views.
Exactly.
She's in front of me in terms of views. Kenge, he used his subscriber or his VVIP, told him that just go and report that channel. You see?
Exactly. So as let me tell you one thing. I had a phone call from Faith Boke, and she asked me more about Geto, can you assist me in one thing? Then I said yes. Who is this? She told me that I'm Faith Boke. Then I asked about, you have been lost. So how is everything? She told me that things are so bad. I asked, what's the problem then? Why are you not posting to date? She told me, no, I have opened another YouTube channel already, and this one was demonetized. For how long? She talked about it was 6 months demonetized. Then I asked about what was wrong. She told me that some of the German, I don't know from where, they reported my channel, it was demonetized. So I asked about what then, what's the meaning of the call now you have just called me. He told me that, Gintu, I want you to help me one thing. I want you to help me with the number of Kenge. I want to call him and ask him why did he do it? Why did he did it to happen? Why is it happening to me? Then I was about okay, the number, which kind of the number, the Kenyan number or the which one? And I asked about if you want to call him, are you thinking about you want to give him a lecture? So how will it benefit you then? Because it has happened. She told me that no, that's a very, very stupid person. Why get envious to other people? They think that only their sister will be only the celebrity in Nyamwasa maybe. So that was the very miscellaneous effect I could just talk about. And she was so ironically talking about this kind of the people. They have just ruined her life too, because she had to open another YouTube channel, and it is growing very fast than even the first one. And the real fact is one, the only thing that is coming out with that kind of kata passion is this one, that during the party, Kenge was ever using this kind of the people so as he can get money.
Exactly.
So whenever a visitor, like I was a VVIP chief chef, you can just remember.
Yeah.
So as I was a VVIP chief chef, I was seeing much of this kind of the overseas guys were talking about, oh, we are interested with such kind of a lady, we are interested with that kind of a lady.
Even I remember Faith, is it Faith Boke?
Yeah, she's the one.
She passed through that.
Exactly, that's the guy I'm talking about, because I saw it happening, because even there was a scenario where there was some disruptions at the villa there a little bit due to the guy who talked about go and call me that lady. Then whenever the guy went there, then they got that the boy came back and told the guy, no, you are just married already, can you just talk the truth? Exactly. So it was about to be boring, this kind of the lady, and she was about to cry, and she was saying that, can you mind your own business? So it was a fact that during that party, it was just a man-eat-man society.
Exactly.
It was a meet-meet society, whereby I have to benefit from you as you benefit from me.
Exactly.
It was that way. So Kenge was never knowing what is just continuing onto that platform. That's why he was just talking about, what
he was knowing.
He knew everything.
Exactly.
Because I was whenever it reaches at a time, he told people now, the young boys here, whoever's home is just near here, you have just to go home, so you can just do your own kata passion things, kata booming things, kata catalogs of your own things there. And if you know your home is so near to the villa, go home. So as the rooms will be empty at whenever it gets to the morning, so as some of the visitors who could be just approaching will get their own effervescence of making sure they're gonna be staying unto that camp there and getting their own talk about their own way of how to stay, not having much of the people surrounding. And you can just remember during the same party after it ended, Dimwangu came. And she said that, no, I don't want to see this kind of the huge crowd of people who are just into this area. I want this kind of the area to be so silent, to be cool, so as I can just come to stay here. So I was about, oh my living God, what is just ongoing onto this kind of the platform, because I could not understand the real contents of how this kind of the tendency it was ongoing, because they knew what they were doing. Because the same portfolio, we can put it this way, you can just remember the house of Aaron Dante. You can just remember the room of Aaron Dante. So no one was told to access the room with a camera. Why was it told that way? It was this way, that that kind of a room, it was having much of the DDs.
Exactly.
The Didic things. You can just remember.
One day, we managed to went there with Keng. There is a room, that is room of the Aaron Dante's room. It was having is it a screen or a CT?
It is having a flat screen there.
It was having a flat screen. I think that screen, it was the one that Kenge usually watch DDs.
Exactly. And it was the only flat screen that was having an internet.
Only.
You can remember?
And the only flat screen. The only flat screen that was at the Kenge's video.
Exactly. And imagine what I could just engage is one. There's a time Kenya Power, which is the Kenya Power, the broadcasting, we can talk about the only traversing electricity company, and they just cut the electricity. So we had to make sure that some 2-3 arrangements so as the electricity can come back. So that day it was so ironical, whereby I saw the Argentinian long nose. She was so obsessed, she was so aggressive, she was looking people like the talk about the plate doesn't have ugali, so she was looking at people at a pathetic point. Then as we came back, because I was the one who was making sure that I'm controlling those guys who are just making sure that the connectivity of the electricity is approaching the destination. Then whenever we came back, the Argentinian long nose called Kenga and talked about, hey babe, come here. Then it was ordering like now she's the owner of the area. And Kenga told me that, hey, Kintu never marry such kind of the women from the overseas, because they might drive you crazy, they might drive you like the owners. And I was about, okay, whenever he went to the house, then he came back. It was a little bit talking about, she's talking very badly, talking about I have to stay with her only. So it was this way that it's the same, because I can give you a little synopsis or a little bit of a scripture that I've just seen already. Because one of the boys called how is this guy who married lately, who engaged lately with Jonah. So Jonah, once upon a time, they came and got us in one of the hotel, and we were late. It was me, Gitiriba, Kibe, Gakel, and some 3 ladies. Then as we were just into this position, Kibe was now puffing some of how is it called, shisha. I was puffing some shishas, Safi bro. So as we were just continuing the process of now the enjoyment during the night time, the club, this and this and this. Then we never noticed that we have Jonah was having here the girlfriend, the Mzungu one. So a little bit Jonah, whenever he saw us, he talked about, hey babe, I'm coming. Then he came to check on us. Then whenever he came, he got us at that far end, and we were just sitting at an end. Then he came and talked about, hey bro, this is the life I want, this is the life of shisha, needs this and this. Then I talked about, hey bro, get a seat bro. Yeah, you can get a shisha. Oh, which one do you want again? Talked about, no, I want which kind of the flavor he talked about. I don't know which one. There's some of the flavor that he talked about. We asked about the waiter, hey waiter, do you have such kind of a flavor? They talked about the shash one has a flavor. There's a flavor that they put inside, so as you can just bring that shashiness. So there's a flavor. I don't know which kind of I don't remember much. No, there's another one like purple. Talk about purple in color whenever it's just onto the packaged, talking about the packaged can. So then whenever he came, he told us, oh bro, this is the life I want, but when my Mzungu there doesn't want me to enjoy this kind of the life. Then he talks about, hey bro, so you can come, tell her to come and sit here. Before he could just take 2-3 minutes, the Mzungu took get away. And John talked about he's now obsessed with me. So she has left already. So John had to run from where we were so they can go and at least motivate her, sympathize with her. So it was like they don't want, if that's when now I knew this kind of the Mzungus sometimes they like about, if I'm with you this way, we have to stay this way until we finish our partying, then we go. It's not that I have seen much of the friend there, I stand up, I go, and I greet the friends, then I come back. It doesn't happen that way. So that's the biggest thing. So the same character, I saw it in Kenge, whereby whenever the Mzungu saw that Kenge was ever coming with us outside there and staying so much long outside without getting in, so she was obsessed about it. So she was calling him like a boy, a little boy. That's why sometimes in my video I talk about Kenge is just a small boy.
Exactly.
So the way
and the Kenge, he could run like a safari ride.
I could run like a safari ride. That's the same thing I wanted to come into, whereby the only thing he can just hear, because of what? Because of knowing that, okay, I will just go and touch some nyash there and this. And whenever he could be getting much of the puffness, whenever it gets to the night time, the puffness, this and this and this, they have much of the you understand me there?
Exactly.
If you can understand me, you understand me. If you get it, you can get it too. So whenever it's just both of them, they were using.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I was just obsessed with this kind of the reaction, whereby why this kind of the Mzungus always, they are having such kind of the character. And Videjona now we can talk about, now the guy is now to be put in a rehab correctly. Because now when it comes to how is it called? It's called marijuana. We have marijuana, we have cannabis, we have sativa. Yeah, those kind of the things. So it's muchly about the cannabis. So it's the guy of cannabis. Have cannabis, which is the mashash, the what. Yeah, so sure. They like such kind of the things, and they like such kind of the people who perform it. Yeah. That's why we talk about. Do you know that the Argentinian long nose, she was working in a club before they could come. So it means that Kenge, whenever he was going randomly to get how he could just be attaching and partying sometimes, he met a ghetto girl. So the ghetto girl was Argentinian long nose. and she was just at a club. Then they met. You know how Kenge was ever behaving.
You know that some of the video that Kenge managed to film while kissing the ladies in the street, those are prostitutes.
Yeah.
Here we call it, you're gonna find them Koinange.
Yeah,
Koinange
Street in Nairobi.
Also, it has already come into Sirari.
Oh, it's there.
You're gonna find there the Did
So
Uncle also went there.
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
find even right now Did Uncle is
Is
his body is reducing
due to the share of the flutes.
Exactly.
Or what do you mean? So there's a time I talked about this kind of the habit that people don't get it correctly.
Yeah.
Whereby we have the exchange of flutes. So whenever you are older and you have a young, maybe talk about your, maybe you have a girlfriend who is young and who is younger than you.
Yeah.
Then whenever you have the practice, which is now the beddings, talk about the exchange of the flutes. Whenever you exchange, it means that you are giving her the old flutes and she's giving you the young one. So you are continuing to be younger. So right now, since we started the platform to make sure that the Didi Uncle is performing his own legitimately things that are correctly to the environment, he started now going to the older mamas.
Yeah.
Talk about the conduct, the con mom.
Yeah.
Talk about he was in rest in peace, Rose DJ.
Yeah.
So right now is
today,
now.
you know,
Today
actually
is we having
today,
so old.
today in the morning, I got some of the new news from the Didi Uncle. What is just performing?
Exactly.
He's just fighting with the villages boys. That you're gonna find that the Didi Uncle find you all have some small information that you are just chatting with the one of the Mzungu, the lady. Then he come to attack you. There is one boy called Fabi. Fabi, he was having a Mzungu. I don't know this kind of the Mzungu. I don't know if she like Fabi or she want to support her, because I don't know if I can confirm right now. Then we continue. I don't know.
In WhatsApp, you know?
No,
in WhatsApp.
I am just going to Truecaller.
Oh, the Truecaller.
Yeah, let me confirm.
And who is sending these photos?
Let's wait for a moment, because
who is sending these photos?
Wait for Fabi. Safi kabisa, uko wapi size? Sasa nilikuwa nauliza eti yule ni mwenye nani Did Uncle alikuwa anakuhande tusichati na eti nikumbushe ile jina yake. Nataka tu nijue juu kuna mtu hata mimi alinitext. Ndio nataka nijue. Kuna mtu alinitext. Ndio. Si vizuri na anapeana jina yake. Sasa si ile wakati uliniambia mre. Sasa unaona mimi nataka kufanya nini? Acha wewe kama ukukumbuka hiyo wakati achana tu sasa. Sawa. So he has become clever. But he told me I forget the name actually. But
so there's a tendency, talk about right now, there's a tendency whenever you have somebody you are chatting with, so you are being denied the access. I don't get that story. How is it?
Actually, this is the real fact. You know, when you film a video and you just post the video. After post the video, there is some of the comments that is gonna come.
Yeah.
So the uncle, I don't know if he usually monitor Fabi's.
Yeah, maybe
Fabi's
you know he's
comment.
the one who said that you're gonna be taking him to the college.
Yeah.
That's the guy who returned him to the college. So he's monitoring what he is doing.
Yeah.
So as he cannot, there are some of the conditions that I will ever say about, because you can just remember during that time, we were controlled about the GoPros, we were controlled about what we have to gauge about talking, we were gauged about what we are posting, whereas we are in Kenge's position, we were gauged with everything. So whenever it comes to the real sense and the real affidavit to come out, it means that we are having we can talk about a portfolio whereby we should diminish ourselves and talk about we have such kind of the scenarios like whenever the Diddy uncle came, look at even right now, I tried to talk to it's Mangare, talk about, hey bro, you just have some videos. Since he came, I don't think he have ever posted. Why is he not posting? Because he was being given a camera, which is a GoPro camera, and he was told, make sure that this kind of a GoPro camera is doing only things to impress Kenge.
Exactly.
So even himself right now is just tied in a rope, not knowing what am I going to film? What am I going to talk?
Has become confused.
So he's now confused element. So even right now, since he came from school, he doesn't know what to post. He's with us. He's thinking about, am I going to have a video with Gintu? Am I going to have a video with Mogesi? So it is not working right now. Because of what? Because of those conditions he was ever given. Because of the conditions that are so stupid. Because it will ever diminish. Right now, let me ask you. Even if he was given a GoPro camera, who is going to accept Mangare? Talk about Getiribo. Is he going to accept Mangare that, okay, you are given a GoPro with the Diddy uncle, now we can just film a video? Who?
He will not.
Talk about Mayugono, he will never. Not. So he's just enclosing himself in a chain, which he will never come out with. The only thing is one. There's a time I said about whenever an axe, shocker, was introduced in a forest. The trees themselves, said, one of us will ever become a handle. So what do I mean such kind of the thing? Whenever the Diddy uncle brought some GoPro cameras, he never knew one of the GoPro cameras will ever turn it back as if my camera will ever bring the reality. It will be like now the handle. So as it will ever cut the legs that people are just protruding with, talk about, oh, this and this and this. So the real fact is one. People are being tied in ropes. Talk about, oh, I'll give you some of the things, and if you do it wrongly, I'm going to come and pick it. So why are they not coming to pick mine? Because, okay, he brought it willingly. I never forced anyone to bring it, because of what I was ever doing. They talk about, okay, you are doing something meticulous, let me bring it. So what I was ever doing there, they know that it's the same thing I'm doing here. It's the same content, so they have to relax and wait the content to come. But now coming some of the conditions that will ever favor one on the side, it doesn't care or bring some of the humor to us. So the effect that is has brought already, some of the YouTubers are going to drop whatever they have a GoPro camera. Let me go to this kind of the point. Let me go to this point. Have you ever seen the GoPro cameras that came to Getangita got a GoPro camera?
He didn't.
Never got a GoPro camera. Talk about Tindi. Tindi she got a GoPro camera.
But she was not promised.
Do you remember that she was told if she want to film, only film things that are perpendicularly with Kenge's validity.
Exactly.
Kenge's affidavit. The fact is one, look at even Tindi right now. She's now a captive. She cannot perform as she could be performing. She cannot right now, she cannot go to, this kind of the people talk about the Kenge fraternity. They're just taking the position of getting from one home to another home. From one home to another home. The fact now,